YouTube. In today's video, we will be taking a look at some of the top iPhone 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max accessories available today. I will be doing a part 2 to this as I have more cases, more options, and more accessories on the way. Instead of giving you an hour-long accessory video, I want to split it up into 2 parts. We will also have the iPhone Air coming on the channel as well as iPhone Air accessories. So lock in, you guys. Apple Watches, AirPods Pro 3. The whole Apple season is in full effect. Without further ado, the first thing you're gonna wanna do with these iPhones right here is put a case on it. But before we get into cases, I wanna show you guys the first party Apple accessories really quick. So with the 17 Pro Max or 17 Pro, you can always get one of these Apple fine woven wallets. Now in terms of this fine woven wallet, here's my one that I rocked all year last year, and it actually held up quite well. I mean, it obviously has wear and tear, but the leather ones, those look a lot worse than the fine woven over time. So I will give credit where credit is due. We also have the brand new AirPods Pro 3. And let me just tell you guys now, I dropped a short with my first impressions. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Yo, these actually improved. These are actually a better AirPods Pro set than the Pro 2s. Except for one area I'm a little nitpicky, and that's the transparency mode. It's still good, but it just doesn't feel as natural as the previous transparencies, which is why I would also recommend the AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation. These are my favorite AirPods right now. But honestly, if I need active noise cancellation, I'm going here all day. The noise cancellation is so good, and it is very much improved over the last generation. And last but not least, from first party accessories, I'm gonna recommend an Apple Watch. An Apple Watch is such an extension. We're gonna have the new Apple Watch 11s on the channel, so you guys know I help you guys pick the right size and everything. That's coming in the upcoming video. Honestly, with the Apple Watch Ultras, if you don't have one and you have the budget to get the new one, then you can do that. Or if you want to get an older one at a great price, I don't see anything wrong with that. But at the end of the day, it's just all about having an Apple Watch. I think it extends the mobility factor, allows you to reach for your phone a lot less, and I love that about it, as well as the health features and other extended features that these offer. So they extend and expand your iPhone experience. So let's continue now into the non first party, and let's get into cases. And me personally, I'm not the biggest case fan, and if you're like me, then you're probably gonna want something like this, which is an Aramid case. They're very light, very thin, very minimal on the protection, but when it comes to adding this to your phone, it's little to no bulk, little to no weight, and you get the, you know, rear camera placement protection. You get a little scratch and wear and tear protection, but that's just about it. And then even when you place it down on the screen, you get a slight, like, I don't know, maybe even a millimeter of a lift. And they also have colors and whatnot, so you can grab these. These are from Pataka, and I typically, you know, showcase these every year. And we have more accessories from this third-party brand, but I'm gonna stick to the category of cases because I have another case category, which is the protective cases. So I wanna show you guys those really quick. So I have a case lineup from UAG. This is all about protection. So we have from minimal to super protective. But this case right here, I'll have the names on the screen. Now, I think they have an even clearer version of this, but as you guys can see, you get MagSafe capability with these cases. This is a version of a clear case with a gradient on it. And I believe they have this in just all clear, which is what I think I asked for. But you guys get to see this little gradient version of it, if that is your style. Again, with UAG, it's very much about protection. So we're getting that lip protection, that rear protection. This is probably the most minimal UAG case that I'm going to show you today. So we have this one right here, which takes it to the next step in protection. And we also get the kickstand on this one. So you get the MagSafe capabilities with all of these cases that I'm going to show you guys today. I also forgot to mention that the Patakas have MagSafe as well. I will not show you a case that does not have MagSafe for an iPhone. That makes absolutely no sense. But we have the flip out kickstand, as well as this is like a ring if you want for your finger, for just added, you know, grip and protection. You obviously got the corner protection with this case right here, let me get into another one. And these come on and off very easily. You know, some protective cases can be a struggle to put on. Now this is the Kevlar one. You know what I mean? This is the, oh, we in here. You know what I mean? For those of you who work outside, maybe work in a rough environment, or just those of you who are clumsy with your devices, and you want that tough and protective design, you can go with these UAG cases. I'm gonna show you one more, and this one's gonna be a vibe visually with your orange case. They also have this one in a limited edition, all orange, which is the one that I actually asked for, but this green and orange combo has been going, you know, nuts online, as the Halo fans are loving it. So if you're a Halo fan, and this is just a nice like militant vibe, this army green with this orange, which is a really nice combo for those of you who like it. So actually, out of all of these UAG cases, I'm not gonna lie, this combo right here is probably my favorite. This looks really good, and you get the protective urban armor gear. So boom. And that wraps up my cases for now. I got some more coming in, like my favorite Nomad, which is just a back. You guys will see it. It's really cool. It just lays right on the back, and it just is the epitome of minimal, just the right amount of smidget protection. But I love those cases. Now, moving on. I showed you guys the Apple first party wallet. Let me show you guys some third party wallets. Now, you guys kind of got to see this magnetic ring that goes with the Pataka cases if you want to give you the same functionality as you saw on that UAG case, as a stand and a ring. It also flips out for more, you know, leverage in the stand area. But Pataka also has wallets. You got these now, which match. Hold on, let's put it on the phone really quick so you guys can see. So you have these which match the style cases. I'm pretty sure they probably have this in the traditional aramid black and whatever case colors they offer, which I think they have more like a tan one as well. They'll have this wallet, so if you guys want to pick that up, links are down in the description below to everything that I'm showing you. Now I have a more classic Pataka wallet from back in the day. This is their slim wallet, and I like this one. Kind of has like a leather or leatherette feel. This is a vibe as well, especially let's say if we were to go traditional phone and no case. This is a nice vibe, but this is only a 2-card slot, as well as the other one that I showed you. This one is also just 2-card, which is ironic considering that the first party one from, you know, Apple is 3-card slot. Continuing on wallets from UAG, we have this wallet right here, which is really dope. And this has that black and orange vibe, which matches the cosmic orange. And this one's not only a wallet, it's also a stand. And this is a full-on wallet with internal card slots as well as the external card slots, and it has that Kevlar on it. It just has that UAG vibe, and this is really nice. Actually, let me show you guys something. Let's pull out my favorite UAG case, right? If I was doing a UAG combo, ooh, that right there. Yes, a little bit more bulky and hefty, but this is protective right here, and this is a vibe for those who understand it. So really nice. And in the area of MagSafe wallets, on a similar design with the fold out and the internal wallet, we have this one right here from Satechi, and this is a Chinese New Year limited edition one, which is a vibe too with the orange right there. Look at that. That is so nice. Look at that. That's a vibe. So you get the stand capabilities as well as a wallet and card holder or money or ID, whatever you need. But this one has the little cutout, so when you put your ID in there, someone asks for your ID, you don't have to, you know, slide it out. You just bam, got it. So really nice. And then last but not least, you know, these have been on the channel for quite a while. These are the ESR wallets, and these are cool because 2 reasons. The finger slot, boom, on this one, nice little traditional card slot. And then on this one from ESR, not only does this have the finger slot, but this one in the realms of iPhones has Find My, and that is super clutch. Speaking of Find My, I gotta show you guys a couple other Find My accessories. Okay, so I have 2, but I only found one, and this one's from Nomad, and these are clutch. These have Find My in them, and they allow you to add Find My to your wallet. Stay tuned, I got another cool one coming from Nomad that you guys will want to see. I also have one from KeySmart, but I couldn't locate that currently. So let's talk power. Now, the beautiful thing about this year's iPhone 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max is the battery sizing. But there is always the need to top up on power. So MagSafe battery bank. I got 3 right here, and I do all sizes, shapes, and styles. These super slim ones from UAG, I have 2 of these. I have this one with the kickstand and one without, but very minimal, very slim. I think these are like 5,000 milliamp hours, but you get the benefit of the stand with this one, as well as you get to charge your device when you need to in a pinch, and it's very minimal on carry, being this slim. Now we have some chunkier ones, but these are fun as well. Not only do they pack more battery due to their size, but this one has a stand. This one's from Charge, and this one also has like some RGB lights that light up on it. It's really cool, and it has a fan, a built-in fan to keep this cool. So, you know, this year with the iPhone 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max, the whole engineering redesign is all about keeping this device cool, and this is just added coolness while charging, as well as it looks cool in addition. And then I have another one from Anker, which has a screen on it, so that way you can visually see information, not just how much power, but you guys get to see the power draw, or like the amount of time it would take to charge and so forth and things like that. And this one also has a stand on it as well. So I'll link these MagSafe battery banks down low, along with some other ones that I did not mention today. Those are the small battery banks. These are the big battery banks. These are the, you really need to charge up, or you're at the hotel and you want to charge multiple Apple devices, as I showed you guys, multiple first party Apple devices. So, plug in my AirPods along with my iPhone, along with my Apple Watch, and charge all of that with no worry with these larger milliamp hour charging banks. This one's from Charge. This one looks really cool. And you also have a screen on it. When you plug this in, you get information. You get a lot of good information as far as to how much is left in your bank, how much watts are being pulled by said device, the estimated recharge time, and things like that. So a lot of great information. And the Anker does the exact same thing that I'm showing you guys. And speaking of more power options, let's talk about convenient ones, nice ones, great for travel, compact as well. This is from Satechi, and this is super compact and super nice. If you want to roll with the Apple Watch and you got your iPhone on the go, these just connect USB-C. Boom, MagSafe on one side, Apple Watch on the other. Now let's say you have more than an Apple Watch and a phone. You want to bring your AirPods too and charge that. Well, they also have this right here, which folds out. As you guys can see, let me get that cleaned up. As you guys can see, AirPod sign, got the MagSafe, and then we have the same Apple Watch. It either pops up or lays flat, either way, but we can put the Apple Watch 3 on there, the iPhone, and the AirPods, and you are good to go. And what's great about this is perfect for travel, perfect for everyday carry. Bam, it collapses. And it's magnetic when it collapses, so it sticks together on its own. Super dope. I love these. These are really convenient and cool. Boom. Let's just talk about plugging in power. Listen, these are GAN chargers. These are great. These allow you to plug in multiple items at once from the wall power. So I have this one from Nomad. This is a 130 watt one with 3 USB-Cs on it. I have a 140 watt one. This one's from Charge, and this one gives you information on this screen in like a little digital way, which is really cool. But while we wait for that, I don't think that's gonna turn on. It needs to be plugged in. Does CJ? And then I have this fun one from ROG Asus. So I use this one when I carry my, gaming handheld and all of my phone and accessories. So it just handles everything. And this is 140 watts. So 140 watt, 140 watt, 130 watt. Links down in the description below. All right, another part of charging is cables. Now this is my longer cable of choice, but this has 240 watts or up to 240 watts capability. This is from Anker, but this is also very durable. So it's a less worry about the longevity of this cable over time. I also have 1 foot cables that I like to use from Nomad. Give me a second. So here's the 1 foot cable. I like these short cables, and having multiple of these at the GAN charger just keeps, the hotel nightstand or any nightstand, keeps the clutter to a minimal. But for travel, you also have this cable from Nomad, which allows for you to not only charge your iPhone while plugged in, but you can also lay your Apple Watch on top of this. So you get the Apple Watch and the iPhone charging at the exact same time, all in one convenient cable. So these are 3 cables that I recommend, as well as the charge keys, which can go on your keychain. They're super small, super minimal, and you can use these for charging and data as well. My final talk in power is these small minimal GAN chargers. We have a 65 watt and a 30 watt. You can just take this little cube right here, has a little see-through look, really cool, or you can take this slim travel charger. And it's not just for travel as well. I use this in the home all of the time. I get 2 USB-Cs out. It's super slim and it takes up very little to no space. Now, another accessory is in the visual look, but for those who are like me and really don't care for cases, you might want to just do like a D-brand skin or some skin of some sort just to protect against scratches. But this is really cool. This is on my white 16 Pro, and I love this one. A solution that's for my photo and video, especially my Apple log recorders and now Apple ProRes log video recorders. You guys need storage because you will run up your iPhone storage immediately. Now this one right here I really love from Hagibis. It takes a 2230 SSD, and as you guys can see, clip that on. Actually, you're supposed to plug it in first, put that on, very minimal. We have this one from Anchor, which gives you, instead of it being SSDs that you would use, you get the option of a, either micro SD card or SD card. And it's very minimal, very light because it's all plastic. And as you guys can see, when I have it connected, as far as ProRes log goes, I have 2 hours and 17 minutes, from 38 minutes to 2 hours and 17 minutes, all because I connected an external SD card. So that's a big difference for those of you who want to use or take advantage of the Apple ProRes log recording. I have this contraption from Freewell, which will allow you to use it whether it's vertical or horizontal recording. So with this, you get a hand grip, you get a trigger to trigger recordings and photos. You can connect a microphone and so on. But this is definitely for that ProRes log type shooter. Again, like I said, you install an M.2 SSD, you connect this and you can shoot, I guess magically at the end of the day, because this is a serious contraption. And you also get the tripod connection right here and so forth. So this is for those of you who are really going to get busy with the Apple ProRes log. Now I still have my indie filters that I like to showcase you guys, which will be coming in. That'll be in part 2. So again, more accessories, more things to showcase. And before I get out of here, I want to talk to my mobile gamers. This right here, the GameSir, I think it's called the S8 Plus. This one does not utilize the USB connection. This is wireless, but what's beautiful about that is the versatility and the compatibility expands beyond just, one device. I use this with my Nintendo Switch 2. I use it with my phones. I can use it with a tablet. I can use it with so many things due to that. So this just extends the versatility of this. As you guys can see, as soon as you open it, it tries to connect. It's glowing red because it's set to Nintendo Switch, but you can change it with a button press to mobile from Android, iOS, and other ways. You can connect this to computers, whatever. And the other great thing about it is it's all Hall effects. And the joysticks and so forth, most Hall effects controllers do this. All of the magnets, you have replaceable joysticks, replaceable buttons. You can move the buttons around from a Nintendo Switch layout to an Xbox layout. So endless compatibilities as far as gaming goes. And you know that iPhones are typically gaming centric beasts. All of these accessories are beast mode for sure. One last thing, I thought I was done, but I forgot about this. Those ProRes video recorders, or just anyone who wants better audio when recording on a mobile device, this is the new DJI Mic 3. Now, I used the DJI Mic 2 beforehand, which is a lot bigger and a lot more, stand outish. And these new smaller wireless, lav mics have becoming more and more popular. So DJI gave you their version of it. And this just makes the audio so much better. And to demonstrate it, so I'm gonna just hit record on here. That's a great thing is you can record onto them. As you guys are hearing right now, this is the mic, the DJI Mic 2, but the DJI Mic 3 gets better and smaller. And you can use this and connect them directly to smartphones via Bluetooth, which makes them absolutely clutch. For those of you who are serious about making videos, you do a lot of social media or whatever, and you want your audio, which is king, honestly, no one's gonna watch a video if the audio is bad, then you can add something like this. It's not cheap, it's not for the faint of heart. This is not a cheap mic set, but it's one of the most legit on the market, and I'm really big into sound, so if I recommend something sound-wise, it's gonna be absolutely fire. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, wraps up my part 1 of the top iPhone accessories for the iPhone 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max. I will have a part 2. I will have the iPhone Air. I will talk about the AirPods Pro 3, and I will help you pick the right Apple Watch. My name is CJ. I know tech, so you don't have to, even though I know you guys know everything.